हेलो एवरीवन, हियर इज अ बिग अपडेट। द टीसीएस एमबीए ऑफ कैंपस हायरिंग्स के रिजल्ट्स आउट हो चुके हैं एंड दोज स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव क्लियर्ड द रिटन राउंड द इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल इन द नेक्स्ट 1 week. So different regions have planned interviews on different dates, so you must have received the notification on your email that when is your interview planned. And the students, those who have not cleared it, will not get any communication. So congratulations firstly to all those students who have cleared the written round and is now waiting for the interview. Friends, in this video we will be discussing in detail about what kind of questions can be asked in the interview. I am Saksham Sharma, former HR and recruiter of TCS and founder of CareerKunj. I myself have taken so many interviews in my TCS tenure for this hiring. So in this video, I will be sharing with you that what are different questions which can be asked to you in this hiring process, despite doesn't matter which background you come from. So stay till end because I am very sure in this video I am going to tell you something related to the practical experience of mine, which will certainly help you to crack this interview process. All right, so let's start. So friends, firstly, you have to understand what this hiring is about. This is an hiring in an IT company. So you doesn't matter like you are an MBA student, but you are joining an IT company. So firstly, you need to have this clarity that you will get a role which is related to technology, right? Most of the students, I tell you in this hiring, I myself have taken the interview, don't know what role they are going to get. So if you don't know where you want to, where you are getting to, how you will impress the other person, right? So you should know where you are getting to and what it all takes to go there, what kind of skills and what is a career opportunity. So that makes it more impressive that you know where you are coming to, and that is where there are high chances that you want to get selected, and that will certainly impress the interviewer. So first thing you should know is what role they are going to offer you out of this hiring. Very few students know. So this hiring is for techno functional role. So you are an MBA student, you have done your MBA in marketing, finance, HR, business analytics, operations, e-commerce, and so on. All right, so you have got a good understanding of one domain like marketing or finance, right? So but it is not like that this hiring is particularly for one role. It is not for just for MBA marketing or just for MBA finance or just for MBA HR or just for MBA operations. It is for techno functional roles. Similarly, if you see when TCS go for engineering hiring, they hire all kind of branches: CS, IT, mechanical, civil. It is an IT company, but it also takes engineering and civil engineering and mechanical engineering students. Why? Because in IT it is about solving a problem. All right, coding or technology is a way to do that. So if you have that mindset that you can solve a problem using your knowledge and understanding and your skill set, you can do very well in IT. All right, so firstly you have to understand that doesn't matter what background you come from, doesn't matter if you have done BCom or BBA in your graduation. Some of you must have done engineering before your MBA, so that makes it more relevant to the IT companies. Initially, just to tell you that before 2 years, TCS only used to consider BTech plus MBA for this hiring, but from the last 2 years they are considering all these streams, BCom, BBA before MBA, what you have done in graduation for this hiring. All right, so very important that you understand what roles they are going to offer you and how you can do well. This doesn't matter what background you are coming from. Okay, so this is for techno function roles. So techno function roles क्या होते हैं इसकी आपको बहुत अच्छी समझ होना चाहिए. So techno function roles are roles in which you use certain technology and you do a functional part of it, like business analyst, SAP consultant, pre-sales consultant, project management officer. Okay, so you need to understand what are this roles. So what is a business analyst? Business analyst is a person which lies in between your technical team and the client, right? For example, you have a client like SBI. Okay, so the client will have different requirements: make my website, make my mobile app. All right, so the client doesn't understand much technical things. And your technical team, your team of developers should know, need the requirement exactly into technical terms. So a business analyst is a person who get the requirements from the customer and then uh, you know uh, convert it into the technical terms and give it to the technical team, and then technical team code it and develop the software as per the client requirement. So this is a business analyst role, which is the most common role in IT industry that any non-technical person can do. All right, so please see some videos also about business analyst role, what it is, what kind of tools it uses, what kind of skills needed, and I think that will again help you to justify what you will do after joining TCS. So business analyst is another role. Then there are different techno function roles like SAP Consultant. So you should have a good understanding of what is SAP. SAP has different modules. SAP Financial Consultant is there. SAP Marketing Management is there. So there are so many SAP modules in which you can use your particular domain knowledge of the MBA specialization which you have done. Okay, so get that understanding, and then also have a good understanding about the latest technologies like Salesforce is trending now, cloud is trending, generative AI is trending. Okay, so you should know what it is. बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करना है because अभी ज़्यादा time है नहीं. You don't have much time left, so you should just use YouTube or the ChatGPT to understand what are the latest IT trends, and have a basic understanding with an example. For example, what is GenAI? All of us use GenAI, but in interview it is not like that. You have to uh, explain them what is GenAI, right? So there they will ask you what is GenAI, so you have to explain them that it works on the principle of machine learning. It is like artificial intelligence which thinks like in human. So you have to explain. होता क्या, what happens in interview, we ask people what is Gen AI, and they are completely blank because they know what is Gen AI, but they in their mind it is coming like ChatGPT is Gen AI. But you have to articulate it in a form of a definition so that you can make the other person understand what is Gen AI, and this is what which is missing in the students. Okay, so you need to work on your articulation part, how you should explain the latest technologies and the roles that is required in TCS. All right, so use a chat GPT, give a prompt that what is Gen AI, how to answer it in an interview. It will give you a beautiful definition along with an example, and use as many examples you can because examples are the best way to explain anything. All right, so again, a very important thing, have the sound understanding of the training technologies in IT, because it cannot be like you are an MBA student but you don't know what is happening into IT. It cannot be like you have just read about MBA marketing or finance and you don't know what is happening in IT. You are applying for an IT company, so you should know what is IT. All right. And then another thing is that since you are applying for TCS, it is very important that you should know what is TCS and what all it does. Many people, even don't have this understanding. They just know that it is an IT company, that's it. But is it just an IT company? No, it's a leader in IT company and they do so many things. So do go to Wikipedia and read about TCS, how big it is, what is their market capital. People even can ask you what is the share price of TCS as of today, how many employees TCS have, who was the first CEO of TCS when it was established, in what all verticals they do business, right? So go through Wikipedia, go through their website, and it will give you a lot many details which you can articulate. Who is the chairman? Who is the current CEO? Okay, very basic questions, and trust me, friends, students are not able to even answer that. This is a pan India off campus hiring, which means there are so many requirements. That is why TCS has opened it to pan India. It is only because you are not capable, students are not capable, that is why you are not selected. But otherwise, if you look at from the requirement point of view, there are so many requirements that if you work on these basic things, all of you can get selected. All right, so again, read about TCS, please. If you want, then I can make a separate video on what is TCS. So that is something I will do in some time. But again, if your interview happens before that, please read about TCS. Okay, so these are the general things that I have discussed so far that you should know about what is the role which is being getting hired. Read more about techno function roles. Second thing, you should know about the latest technologies and trends in IT. And third thing is read about what TCS does, who are its competitors. Now, coming on to see, as an interviewer, as a recruiter, experienced recruiter, I tell you, when we sit to take interviews, we never go with a fixed mindset that, oh, I have to ask this question. Never. Always the question comes from the resume of the candidate. All right. So you have to work on your resume, that you have to see your resume. Firstly, make it beautifully. Okay. There should not be any mistakes, because that doesn't put at all a good impression about you. Okay. So look at your resume, see it is properly edited. There are no spelling mistakes, and you have highlighted the important things, and it is showing that you are a competent candidate with a good combination of technical skills, soft skills, and a good exposure. All right, so yeah, that is how a good resume looks like. It should have your LinkedIn ID also. So craft a beautiful resume. If you want to know how to make a good resume, then I have taken a session for IIT Madras student, which is available on YouTube. Just search resume session by Saksham Sharma on YouTube. You will get that, in which I have covered in detail how to make a good resume. So you can refer that. If needed, I will also share the link in the description of the video. Okay, so your resume will be indicator to the interviewer that what we should ask from you. Okay, so all of you have a different background, and trust me, 80% question will come from your resume. Okay, so please, it is something that you should take it very seriously. Take your resume and see what is that can be asked. If you cannot do that, ask your friend, ask your faculty, after looking at my resume, which kind of questions do you think can be asked. I will do this exercise right away, so that you can get an understanding how does a recruiter look into a resume and what kind of questions can be asked. So I will show you a resume. This is again of an MBA candidate who is going to appear in this hiring. So if you can see, this is the resume of Priyanshu. So I can see that this resume is before me, and I see that this student. Okay, so I will just go through this resume, and as a recruiter, I will tell you which questions I can see can be asked. Okay, so I can see his written his career objective is that he want to apply his e-commerce knowledge in the organization. Okay, so that means he has done his MBA into e-com. So that's a data point. Okay, and then he did BCom, and then he has gone for MBA in e-commerce. So my first question will be, why you have chosen e-commerce as the specialization. What do you know about e-commerce? And what is the top organizations working into e-commerce industry? What is the most important thing when it comes to e-commerce? What is the different strategies that Amazon, Flipkart, or the other e-commerce company uses? How difficult it is to start an e-commerce business? Okay, so these are some questions that comes to my mind when I heard of e-commerce. Then I see he has done his training from again he has done two internships. So my question will be, what you have learned in this internship. Okay, he has worked into an organization called Hammock. So what is this organization? What is their business? What does that do? And then what were your key learning? What kind of, he has written, he has learned, he was an e-commerce executive there. He has done product research. So what was the product? What kind of research he has done? What are the different tools he has used? He has done price analysis. So what kind of price analysis he has done? Can he do the price analysis of some other products? What strategies he has used for the price analysis? Data management, what kind of data was that? Which kind of tools was used in managing that data? uh, Cataloging. So basically his resume is giving me hint that from where I should ask the questions again. And then organization, then the next organization, where he was sales intern, he has worked around sales and marketing. So what is the difference between sales and marketing? What are the different marketing strategies that he has used? And then what was the most critical part in the entire marketing strategy? What was the revenue he has generated out of if he has done a sales role? And then what he suggests to the company to improve on their sales. Okay, So you understand from the resume, I am asking question, I am getting the hint. I have not prepared any question. All right. So this is how recruiter looks and asks the question. Moving ahead, if we see he has done a research project on whether social media is a reliable gateway for information, appropriate information of student. So that's a very interesting topic. I will definitely go in detail. You know, what was the research, what was the project, what was the finding, what how you have done the research, what was the sample size, what were the outcome, what do you think, is it a reliable source or not, how do you think it is helpful, what is the message you want to give to the students. Okay, he has done data collection, statistical analysis. So how he has done the analysis, what kind of methods he has used, what kind of different tests he has used, on which tool he has done analysis, whether it was Excel, whether it was SPSS. Okay, and then he has done some certifications, advanced Excel. So I can ask him some functions of advanced Excel, explain me how, you know, VLOOKUP works, what is HLOOKUP, what is you know, pivot table, how to use pivot table. He has done again a certification, project management, that you can see here. So what is project management, you know, what are the different principles of project management. And then he has done a job simulation from Forage on data analysis and visualization. So what is data analysis, what kind of different analysis that we do, how he has visualized the data, is something, you know, I could ask him. So you can see all the hints that a recruiter get is from your resume, and that is where it becomes very important that you make your resume like that, that you want the person to ask that question. For example, if you have done something good, highlight it. If you have not done something good where you are not sure about, you cannot answer question on that, don't mention it at all. It is not like to mention what we have done. It is like to mention where we are good into, because the question will be asked and we have to answer that. All right. So friends, I think this gives you a very good insight that how you should prepare your resume. And trust me, if you do this job seriously and if you actually ask question to yourself that what kind of question can be asked, then trust me friends, you know, you can prepare 70% of the question that can be asked to you. Okay, so work on this. Many students even fail there. Last important trick that I will give you that can give you a big boost is using ChatGPT for this preparation. So basically all of you come from a different background, so like marketing, finance, HR, operation, analytics. So you need to know the basic terms that is used into those areas. Like for finance, you should know what is derivatives, what is asset, what is liability, what is credit. As a marketing student, you should know what are the 7 P's of marketing, what are different marketing strategies, what is umbrella marketing, you know, so on. And if it is HR, then different HR theories and terms. All right, so you should have a sound understanding of that, where ChatGPT can help you. Okay, so how you can use ChatGPT, just open ChatGPT and see the prompt which I am giving it to you. All right, so you have to write, I am an MBA student in marketing. You can write similarly your specialization, it can be finance or HR. And I am gonna appear in interview for TCS. I'm gonna appear in interview in an interview for TCS for techno functional roles. Can you suggest? Can you please suggest what kind of questions? What can you suggest, please? What can you please suggest some questions that can be asked? Some questions that can be asked. Here you go. So when you do this, you get the student, you get the you know, uh, uh, questions that, you know, artificial intelligence can is suggesting you. So these are different questions which you will get. You can similarly try for finance, HR, and you know, you will come across some questions that you might have never thought of. And then, you know, will give you a very good uh, inputs on what you should prepare. Okay, and then you can also give the prompt, give their answers as well. Okay, and when you do that, you will also get the answers. So this is something this is a uh, last minute preparation technique where you don't have to go through all the books or different website. Just use ChatGPT like this, and then you are done. At least I'm very sure if you do this, you will at least get few questions from here as well, for sure. You can also upload your resume to ChatGPT, and you can give the prompt, please suggest different interview questions which can be asked. All right, so I hope you have got a sound understanding of what to prepare for interview and how to prepare for interview. And the last tip from a recruiter is on your attitude side. Friends, attitude plays a very important role in selecting a candidate. It could be a possibility that you are very good technically, you know everything, but your attitude is not good. And what is attitude? Attitude is saying yes. They will ask you, are you comfortable to for a different location, which is other than your native location. They might ask you to move to Bangalore or Mumbai. Okay, and then you might have constraint. So that is not the right attitude. If you want to get a job, if you want to make a career, you have to move. You can come back anytime, but initially you have to move. So show that attitude that yes, I am ready to move to any location because I want to start my career and I want to learn. And trust me friends, TCS is an awesome company. I have worked there myself, and it is the right launchpad for your career. The kind of learning it will give you is just meticulous. Trust me friends, you get a chance to work with the best clients. You get a chance to work on the best technology which you are not going to get anywhere. I have seen many people who are going to overseas just after 1 or 2 years of working in TCS. I also know that there are many people in TCS who have a bad experience. It is just because they are not competent. Otherwise, if you are competent, TCS will give you enough opportunities to excel in your career. All right, just show the right attitude. Be ready to move anywhere. Number one. Number two, be ready to take up any task that you don't know. They in no interviews like that where you can answer 100% question. Why? Because what happens is in an interview, a recruiter or an interviewer always takes test your knowledge. They will ask you difficult questions. They will get into a zone where you cannot answer the question, right? So how do you handle that situation? Shows about your attitude. If you don't know anything, if you don't know some question, then how do you take that? If you don't know a question, say that sorry, I don't know, but I know this, you can ask me from here. That shows your confidence. Trust me friends, it speaks a lot about your personality, that how do you handle the questions which you don't know. Okay, so be positive, smile and say sorry sir, I don't know. Okay, and it shows that yes, you don't know this question, but you might know something else. Okay, so show a positive attitude, show the willingness to learn, willingness to work, and trust me, it will help you a lot. And if you see, TCS MBA hiring interviews are not very difficult, trust me. Okay, so I just work on the things which I have told you, and then read about TCS, show a good attitude, and you will get selected. All right, so I hope you find this video useful. Apart from this, if you need any other help, if you think that you need a mock interview before appearing for the final interview, then you can book a mock interview with me. You can find the link in the description box, where I will take an interview like a real TCS interview from my experience, and I will give you the detailed feedback, where are you lacking and where you should work. So you can do that as well. All right, so prepare well, friends. This is the final chance for you people, because your course is already getting end, and you have a company like TCS to get selected and build your career. So don't miss this opportunity. Work hard, read a lot, and make the most of it. Thank you so much. Please share this with your friends who also got selected, or your juniors who are aspiring for TCS, because I am very sure that my experience, will certainly help the students to know where exactly they have to prepare, rather than speaking nonsense and garbage about how to prepare. All right, so thank you so much. Do like the video, and please subscribe us, because we are going to make more videos. So stay updated, keep visiting our channel. because I am going to make more videos on this hiring, because since the interviews are planned around after 1 week. For some people it is 5th of May. For some people it might be earlier or later. So we have some more days. So we will be making more videos. So stay tuned. Thank you so much and all the best.